Most people's first encounter with the word Puerto Rican is a Greek guy in brown makeup holding a knife.
In America, nothing is impossible.
Zoe Saldana has always been someone that I've looked to and I was like, yo, like, she's Dominican, she's Puerto Rican, she's Afro-Latina. She looks like people I know and like me, and I can do it. I can do that.
So tomorrow is one more day I get to dance.
Selena. When I first saw Selena, hello, the body, I was like, hey, she has that big old booty. That's me.
Look, all the singers are doing it. It's a style.
I'm sorry in advance that Jimmy Smits is going to have to blush because he is a part of my answers. I remember going with the Hunter Hispanic Club on our half day to go see My Family, Mi Familia.
Hijo, is that true?
Well, yeah, like technically speaking, but hey, it's not like for real or nothing like that.
And to this day, bursting into tears, thinking about Jimmy Smits going, I know you, I know you. That incredible, incredible scene.
I know you, Isabel.
I mean, I followed Jimmy from LA Law to Bobby Simone to President Santos, and here we are.
I made the right choice. And if I had to do it over again, I would vote exactly the same way.
Similar to Lynn, sorry, Jimmy, but I remember as a kid, I was like such a huge superhero like geek. And one of the things that I really, really loved was Star Wars. And I remember seeing Jimmy and just thinking like, wait, that guy kind of looks like me. And like, he's in space and doing all these awesome things.
Captain Antilles.
Yes, Your Highness.
I'm placing these droids in your care. Treat them well, clean them up. Have the protocol droids mind wiped.
What?
As a kid, I just kind of like wanted to reach for that and become that person of power.
There's always been, every decade, their names. Mine would be Desi Arnaz, because he came into our living room and he was vibrant and he spoke the same language that my mother did.
Yo, bailar con Renita.
Sí.
No, viejo, ni pensar.
No.
No, de verdad. No.
Oh, go ahead.
The first time I got really excited about seeing someone who looked like me on screen was probably Rufio in Hook.
I got pen sword on the pen now.
I love it when they chant, Rufio, Rufio, Rufio! And he lands and he has that dagger and he's like so badass.
That's enough!
I have to say Irene Cara in Insane. You know, a Black Latina that I thought, oh my God, she looks like my mom. She looks like she could be related to me. That was incredibly powerful.
I seem to have that effect on people. What can I do?
When the dominant narrative in the musical theater canon for your people is West Side Story, which kind of hurts us by virtue of being a masterpiece. By being one of the best musicals, most people's first encounter with the word Puerto Rican is a Greek guy in brown makeup holding a knife.
Every one of you hates every one of us, and we hate you right back. Let's get at it.
It's interesting because growing up, you know, in Mexico, I didn't have the lack of representation. I grew up watching Mexicans on Mexican TV. I didn't understand the impact that the lack of representation can actually have and the trauma that it can create, because it's basically like an erasure.
You made all of this?
This is me.
In the Heights is written by two first-generation Latino playwrights, Kiara and myself. And I think time caught up with us in a way, because I think we're hungry for more experiences of telling our own stories to ourselves. And it's a reminder of what it feels like to be in community.
We had to assert our dignity in small ways. Little details that tell the world we are not invisible.
Trying to represent a whole community is not for the faint of heart. You know that there are things that maybe you don't understand about a community, especially a Latinx community that I don't know. I didn't grow up there. So there was a lot of listening and there was a lot of knowing that I'm a beginner in this.
There's no shortcuts. Sometimes It's rough.
Jon and Lin, there's a correlation between, you know, what they've been able to do single-handedly with their works for their respective communities. But for all people of color, Jon had the proof of concept that he, you know, could do it, that he could dream that big with Crazy Rich Asians. He was able to prove that not only to the world, but to himself. And he brought that experience and that vision to what Lin had already created so many years ago.
Lin wrote this musical because he was like, I'm never gonna get cast on a show on Broadway. So I'm gonna write it, you know, I'm gonna write what is missing. Lin single-handedly, I think, has done so much for the Latinx community and the industry and with his work. It's a beautiful thing to have people behind the camera that are as passionate and love the story so much, because it creates an environment of love and respect and just good energy. And I think that's what we had on the set of In the Heights.
I've been saving up all my pennies in my piggy bank for this day.
This is going to be an emotional roller coaster. The odds are against you.
Thrilled to be talking to you on IMDb, where the casting and production of this have been rumors for 11 years, and now you finally have the final thing. And please check us out on HBO Max or in theaters June 11th.